To prepare editing your version of the class's short film, navigate to your Google Drive class folder and go ahead and create a new folder for your version of the film. And go to the File menu, choose New Folder, type the name of your film, and open the folder. This is where you should be keeping things for the project. Next, go ahead and open up Adobe Premiere. This should already be on your dock. Go ahead and click the New Project button. Type the name of the film. Then navigate to the folder within your Google Drive folder. In this case, it's in my DVA folder. I have several other projects that were already created in the folder. So now I'll go ahead and open up the new folder that I created and choose it. Next, click OK. Choose AVC HD 1080p 30 frames per second for the preset, and for the sequence you can get rid of the name sequence and just call it 01, then click OK. With your project open, go ahead and import your footage by either using Command I keys on the keyboard or go to the File menu, choose Import, then browse to your Macintosh hard drive, open up the Users folder, then open the folder for your period, in this case period 5. Go ahead and select the folders that contain your footage and then choose Import. It may take a while for the files to import. With the folders imported, go ahead and double click the first folder. In this case it's called G1. It'll open in a floating window, so go ahead and click on the tab that says the name and drag it up to your preview window. It may end up with a double split like this. So if that's the case, you can rearrange by clicking on the tab and dragging it down and adding it to the rest. So now you can see we've got tabs. We've got bin G1, and I can move it over to the side. When you open it though, you'll notice that it's in icon view, and if you look at the numbers, you'll see that they're not necessarily in numerical order. In this case, it goes from 90 to 128. This will make it really difficult to find things in order because most of your film footage was shot in the order that it appears in the screenplay. So go ahead and click on the list view. You want to change from icon view to list view button. So go ahead and click on the name button and make sure you've sorted by name. You can start with the lowest number. Once you've done that, go down to your project window and go back up to the File menu and choose New Bin. Back down in the project window, you'll see a new bin name show up. In this case, give it the same name as the folder that you opened, but this time call it Sorted. And now you can double click that one and see that it's an empty folder. Just move it over to the side, then go back to the original bin that you have open. So I'm just going to click on this first file in here, hold down the Command key and press A. I could do the same thing by going to the Edit menu and choosing Select All. With everything selected, go ahead and just drag those into your G1 sorted bin. Now when you click on the icon view, you scroll down, you should see that every single one of them remains in numerical order. This is the only way to really get it into numerical order. It's kind of a quirk. You can go back to that first bin and click the X on it. You no longer need that. And now you've got your first sorted bin, so click on that tab, drag it over, and you can reposition it by moving the tab along the top. This will make it much easier for editing. You go back to your project window, you can clean it up by getting rid of the first version of the folder, which was just G1 in this case. I'm going to go ahead and hit the delete button to get rid of it. And now I've got that entire folder sorted. It's going to make it much easier for editing. I'm going to go through the process once more with the second folder. I double click it to open it. I'm going to go ahead and sort the name. I'm now going to go down to the project folder, go to the file menu and choose new bin. I'm going to name that new bin G2 sorted, so I know it's the sorted file. Double click to open it, drag it over to the side, go back to my unsorted folder and select all. Either Command A or just using the edit menu, select all. With all of them selected, I'll just drag them over to my new sorted bin. Now when I go to icon view, everything should be sorted. This one starts at 146 and should go numerical order all the way down to 288. I'll close that now empty bin. I can drag this one over, and now I've got both bins to review. I can go back down to my project folder and get rid of the empty bin by selecting it and pressing delete. I can minimize this so I can see I have a sequence and 2 bins to choose from.